All right, we're going to talk a little bit about the beginning of World War II. There was World War I was supposed to be the war to end all wars. We talked some about the Treaty of Versailles and how horrible that treaty was. But the thing that Woodrow Wilson, who was the president of the United States, really wanted was the League of Nations. The League of Nations, he figured, was where every country sends a representative, and they have kind of a big meeting. Whenever there's an issue, whenever there's a problem, all the nations would get together and talk out the problem. So Wilson had this whole 13 points of peace, where you got to have free trade and open seas, and you have to treat each country with respect, and all of these lofty ideas and lofty goals. But France, Russia, and England were having none of it. They wanted to punish Germany for World War I. So Wilson knew that wasn't a good idea, but he believed with the League of Nations, we'll be able to fix it later. We'll be able to fix that issue later. So when the treaty to go into effect in the United States, the U.S. Senate has to ratify or agree to the treaty. And the U.S. Senate said, no, we are not going to agree to this treaty because if something happens between Italy and Greece and it turns into a war, we might have to get involved in the war. We don't want to be involved in all the world's affairs. We want to just deal with our own stuff, ourselves. Okay, so the Treaty of Versailles never got ratified in the United States. And that meant that the League of Nations was never going to be strong enough. It was never going to happen. It's never going to be as Woodrow Wilson intended. But all those other parts of the treaty where Germany had to take blame for the war, Germany had to pay for the total cost of the war, all of those things stayed in effect, and it decimated Germany, just crushed Germany. And it created this vacuum of power. There was a democracy established in Germany after World War I, but it wasn't strong enough to take care of the issue. When a country is in horrible shape, financially, emotionally after that war, right? It creates the opportunity for a authoritarian leader to come into power. And that's what really happened with Hitler. Okay, let's look at slide 2. You didn't have to write any of that. That's kind of just background. So that's actual German mark, German money, German currency. Germany said, oh, really? We have to pay X amount of money, like $1 trillion, to cover the cost of the war? We'll just print it up. We're just going to print up $1 trillion. So the value of the German money, right, just became basically worth kids using for building blocks with wheelbarrows of cash to buy a loaf of bread. Okay? After World War I, many nations were struggling to rebuild. A global depression, right? The Great Depression from the 1930s led to high unemployment and a sense of desperation in Europe. The Treaty of Versailles created bitterness among many nations. Germany was mad at everybody because they were being blamed for the war. France hated Germany because they caused the war. Russia was going through their stuff. England, same thing. So it was very unstable, right? A lot of national feelings. I emailed you guys to your school email this PowerPoint. So if you don't get your notes done on this, Morgan, then you can take notes from the PowerPoint that I sent you, okay? In this climate of post-war uncertainty, nationalism increased and citizens turned to totalitarian dictators to rule the nation. So you're going to want to write Soviet Union was Stalin. It was Stalin. Hitler in Germany. Mussolini was in Italy. Franco, Francisco Franco was Spain, and Bojo, Teodoro was Japan. And we saw, we already saw what Japan was doing in the early 1930s, right? They were taking over Manchuria, expanding their empire, becoming very militaristic. Well, there's Stalin, Mussolini, and Hitler. Tokyo, Japan. All right. This chart you don't need to copy it all down right now, but you should copy down the title for sure. You should know a few of those bullet points under each thing. But again, I sent this to you, so it's in your email. But totalitarian leaders are dictators who control all aspects of government and the lives of their citizens. So you have state control of individuals. You have loyalty oaths. You have denied basic liberties and expect personal sacrifice for the good of the country. After 9/11, we as citizens lost some of our liberties. We have to be more thoroughly searched when we go to the airport. There was the government could read our emails and hack our cell phones to make sure that we were part of a terrorist organization. A lot of people said, hey, if you got nothing to hide, who cares? Right? So how do they enforce it? Police terror, indoctrination, propaganda, censorship of the media, and persecution. Persecuting those who disagreed with the people in power. They use modern technology, mass communication to spread propaganda, which is even Twitter, and advanced military weapons. All of these countries pour millions and millions of dollars into their defense. They have state control of society, from business to religion, the arts, labor, housing, personal life. Youth groups was huge, young men and women in what they call them, Nazi youth, really indoctrinating in the idea of a totalitarian government, a state before individual first. You had a dictatorship with one party, exercised absolute authority, dominated government. You generally had a very dynamic leader. Your leader, these leaders were very well spoken, very charismatic. People loved to follow them. People were rabid in their support of these people. Not everybody, but encourages popular support through of their will and ideology. You set goals for the state, glorify the aims of the state. This will justify any government act. Okay. I would probably guess that might be something of a short answer question. I'm just guessing, having read that. Totalitarian leaders gain support by promising jobs, promoting nationalism, using propaganda. You need to really understand how desperate the times were for the citizens of these countries. And so when they were promised all of these things, like we can be proud again, it was a big deal. Dictators held on to their power by using censorship of the media, having everybody distrust the media, having everybody think the media is fake news, using secret police, denying liberties, and eliminating opposing rivals or political parties. And And that's it, so I'll put that on freeze. So right now, today is the first day of 5 days where you in this room are gonna create a timeline.